And we're back. And wait, what's this? Cado is back as well. Cado, so good to
Whoa!
see you again, buddy.
Thanks.
Hey,
I'm feeling
Cado
so much
has
better.
rebounded back into a stream. Ah,
No, no, please, let's not talk about the rebound. Oh God.
too soon? Too soon?
It was literally just this past weekend. I was.
So, did you get the thing I got, which was you had a moment to be like, I think I shook this thing. I got off light. And like you
Oh,
saw the promised land before you and you were feeling good. And then you sort of parabolically returned to Earth. Did you get that? Or did you never fully come back?
it wasn't fully, but it was like I'm on the trajectory. I'm like I hit 70% of my like normal amount of energy. I'm coughing a lot less. It feels like
Yeah.
I did a couple of hours of work even. I was like, oh look, I'm doing
No,
some
you checked
things.
in.
I
We
checked,
kept
yeah,
trying to being like, hey, like do a small thing, and if you
yeah,
feel okay, like maybe I could do a Final Fantasy Tactics stream. Like maybe like do some like back end work for the stuff we're working,
yeah.
and like eventually you went. I think you just went quiet for 2 days, and I kind of forgot. I just assumed you were still sick, and then you
Um,
popped up and were like, oh, I'm tested positive again. I was like, oh, that
Okay,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Kato, like you kept giving us little updates, and I was just like, Kato's going to be out for 2 weeks. Michael Hermes, are you going to produce
Yeah.
everything for the next couple weeks? And but you know what? It was important for you to think that you're going to be back at work at like 3 or 4 days. Of course, you can
It was
produce.
okay. It was
You can
one
do
week.
stuff.
It was 1 week where I was like, okay, and that was exactly right near the end of my Paxlovid
Yeah.
run, which people have mentioned online when I've like been talking about this that Paxlovid should be like 10 days. People say, and they only give out 5 day stints, and are like, it's enough, and it's like 1 in 8 or something people will rebound just because it's like no, it's not enough really. Like if you really want to cover
Yeah.
everyone, it should just be 10 to be safe. But no, and that's just like, oh, I was sick again. It wasn't as bad as the
Yeah.
first round. Like the first one, when I like first got sick, I remember I went and got a test, got on the bus, walked over to the testing site, and then by the time I got back, I was like, I don't think I can move for the rest of the day. Like I think I'm
Yep.
done. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you have to get the test to get the medicine? Is that like contingent on
Yeah,
like?
it's
Okay.
usually like you have to have a positive test of some sort and have serious symptoms for them to give you Paxlovid.
Oh, because
In
it's
New
like kind
York,
of
it's not too bad.
limited quantities. Like, can it be abused? Like, what's like? I'm trying to figure out like why can't you just like go
It's more just
get
like
it?
I don't know that it can. It's more just like they have to control the amount going out in some way or
Mm.
another because
Yeah.
it's still free. So like someone's paying for it somewhere down the line, and somewhere's putting a stop to it being just given out like candy, I guess. But yeah, it's
Well, I think they
good
also
to
just want
be
to make sure
back.
they're giving it to people who are returning like actual positive tests and
Right.
not people who are like, I maybe have COVID, but I'm not sure. Could be allergies.
Could be something
Uh,
else, right? And then it
yeah.
just doesn't do anything, right? It's just going to waste at that point.
Yeah. So that was sort of my experience with Paxlovid as well, where it was like, for me, it was a bit more annoying because, yeah, I had the full, like, I don't just feel better. I feel great. Time for me to live my best Christmas vacation life while I still got some ahead of me. And, like, literally within a day, I was back to feeling horrible. But yeah, but that was my first dance with COVID, and so I think I was going to be in for a long illness no matter what.
Yeah,
Not
this is
eager
a
to
big
repeat
thing.
that experience.
This is the big thing is that I avoided it for 3 fucking years. Like it finally caught up with me, but we managed to somehow escape.
I'm still
everybody
out
with-
here. I'm holding the torch.
So,
But this
iPirates,
torch
you
is also I'm surrounded by sick little children.
Yeah.
So Pyrus is asking a question that I think might actually be a false premise. Would you say the amount better Paxlovid made you feel worth it, or did the rebound make you regret taking it? So the Paxlovid rebound is a real thing.
Yeah.
The word on Paxlovid is that overall it still suppresses the severity of the symptoms you experience with COVID.
Absolutely.
And so it's really hard. It's not like one of those things where you're rolling the dice and it either fixes you or you get a rebound and you're worse off. I think the theory is it either like fixes it fast, or it lops off the peak of how bad it can be.
Yeah.
And keeps you safer overall. But it's not like one of those things where, if only I hadn't taken Paxlovid, I would have cleared this thing much faster. That's not a guarantee. That's my understanding.
If you were, Cado ended up being sick for almost 3 weeks, right?
Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, it was 3 weeks of being
and so I guess that part of the question is asking, would it have been 2 weeks if you just didn't take that and you just would have felt like shit for 2 weeks? And it sounds like what you're saying, Rob, is like, no, like you got to feel like not horrible for like a span of time and then just return to being sick.
Yeah. It's like immediately after taking it, I got much better. Still obviously very sick, but much better on like day 2 of taking Paxlovid. And then like there was 4 days where I tested negative and was feeling a lot better, which is those days I tried to like do a little bit of work before it then just hit me again. I started testing positive again, and it was not as bad as the first time. Like, but I was still very much like, oh, I'm just sick again. I did get the weird mouth taste. Somebody was asking. I got the weird mouth, the taste thing. Did you have any taste issues?
It took a few days for it to show up, but it did eventually show up. Yeah, they described it as metallic taste, which wasn't quite accurate. It was more like I had, I don't know. It was just like everything was a bit sour for me.
There's like 2 things here. Is like the metallic taste from Paxlovid is a thing specific to Paxlovid, but also the thing that I also had was the COVID symptom of losing parts of my taste, which was bizarre. Because it wasn't all taste across the entire range. I lost bits of sweet. I lost a little bit of umami. I kept some salt in there. So like things that were really salty.
Was that related to diminished sense of smell? Because that's what went for me. Was like a week in, I lost my sense of smell.
No, I could still smell things, and they would smell good to eat, and then I would put them in my mouth, and they would taste really bad. Yes, it would be like, why doesn't this taste as good as it smells?
You got Tantalus, my guy.
It was horrible. But yeah, I that's the one thing that I think is lingering a tiny bit is my taste is not fully. It was weird. That has gone in and out. When I started testing negative the first time, my taste went out. And then I started testing positive and felt sick, but my taste was normal. And now today that I'm feeling a lot better, my taste is half gone again, and it's bizarre.
I have a question. So when I've read from folks that have had the smell and taste issues, for some of them they're just like, well, I just ate rice for like 2 weeks, or like ate the healthiest food in the world because they no longer care. It was just about
what the nutrients are. Yeah.
Did you suddenly become, as I've read with some folks, like much more obsessed with texture because it was your way of interpreting food in a way that you don't think about as much as before? 2, what is it? The sensation of hot sauce, like spicy food in your mouth, absent the flavor profile.
I didn't have anything spicy because I was trying to keep to a slightly more healthy, in general, food profile. So I didn't try to experience it, but that would have been a test to do. But it was very much just like, I could still taste. It was like I had 60% of taste and not all the same taste, right? Because like your tongue tastes different things in different parts and tastes a varying like amount of different sorts of areas that are like more sensitive to certain things. Like I forget exactly how it maps out, but like parts of your tongue are more sensitive to sweet and things like that. And it's just like there would be like things where I'm like I got ramen a couple times, like nice ramen, not like store bought ramen, but like a local ramen restaurant ramen delivery a few times because like the broth is really like hearty and very it's a good soup both for taste and also for amount of nutrients probably in the broth of good made broth. And one of the nights that I was having ramen, I was on the weird taste thing and I was just like, it tastes bland. It's not like fully all taste sensation was gone, but it's like I'm eating bad ramen now. Like
Yeah.
someone made ramen without any salts. Like the umami's not there. It's just kind of hot water with a little bit of like I can taste there's something in there, but I can't taste most of it.
Gundado, I ate canned soup drenched in hot sauce for like 2 weeks. I feel like that's what I would do. Just like completely degenerately weird food behavior as a result, just like desperately seeking anything.
Wait, Rob, you muted this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought for a second the SRT lost audio. All right.
Hang on, YouTube, we got to stop this autoplay behavior.
Yeah. There's a thing you can hit somewhere. No,
Do we want YouTube Premium?
Do we want YouTube Premium?
Yeah, Rob,
YouTube Premium.
Should we go? Should we go? You're also paying for YouTube Premium, Rob. Okay,
Oh
Rob, you
God.
really need to talk to your accountant about like the accounts. Okay, you keep adding things, and you need. Okay, can we go to DuckDuckGo? Or should we start with? Should we start with Kagi? Should we work on Google? Should we work our way backwards?
Right. We should establish a baseline.
Well, yeah. What are we doing here, by the way?
All right. So I think we're all agreed. It has felt like Google has gotten worse at just being a search engine. Like the experience of, hey, I have a question, I need to look something up. What does Google have to say?
Mm-hmm.
Is not as good as it used to be. We all basically agree that's kind of how it feels, especially when you're asking like things that go beyond like
I don't think it's
something
like,
Wikipedia.
Like objectively, like analysis has shown that Google has. I mean, like, there's nothing better illustrating that recently than what was the fact that Google frequently will put an answer to a question from, was it Quora, and then Quora also tends to use like ChatGPT answers like in there, and I believe the one that was going around like 2 weeks ago was like, "Can you melt an egg?" And Google would tell you yes, you can melt an egg by putting it in the microwave, which was a Quora answer, like from a ChatGPT answer, then like put at the top of Google. And
why not simply put the microwave in the egg and see what happens? What's the worst that could happen?
Well, hang on. I think sometimes people should just search things and find good information rather than be like, let's see what happens. Also, yes, chat, we all heard it. Quora is not a pronunciation I've heard of for that website. Usually I just assume
never said it out loud
but
before.
it's sort of a made up
like query.
Quora is what I think. In my
quorum,
brain.
we have a quorum for people to answer these questions.
Question forum quorum.
But yeah, I couldn't tell you for sure what, like, you know, if there's sort of a GIF versus GIF situation.
I've never even said it out loud before, and then I just rolled with it. You listen to enough Waypoint and Remap, you know that links of like, hey sir, like, you're applying for this job, like, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Strong weakness, pronunciations. Strong weakness, weakness, never gonna get solved, never gonna get fixed. You just gotta roll with the fact that those things are just not gonna happen for me.
What are people talking about microwaving eggs? I've microwaved an egg before. I've soft boiled an egg in a microwave before.
Yeah, but they don't melt.
No, but people are saying they explode. Right. Like, do not microwave eggs because they'll explode so violently it'll knock the door off the microwave. Is that real? That can't be real.
How long are they putting these eggs in for?
I don't know.
How long? Okay, Rob, let's just start with, can you melt an egg? Can we just see what happens across these three browsers?
Okay, first, Google is like, all right, microwave uncooked egg. I'm just, what happens? What happens when we
microwave uncooked
into three things? Microwave raw egg, right?
Yeah, raw.
I don't know. It's whatever. It can figure that out. It should know that.
You know what?
Uncooked.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep our baseline here. Uncooked egg. Because I'm not reheating scrambled eggs.
No.
All right. So Google immediately goes to, well, Food Network, you're asking how to cook an egg in the microwave, which is a guess about what I'm asking.
Yeah.
But it's not quite there. Now, this is closer. How do you cook an egg in the microwave without it exploding? But it presumes that it will explode. We get to Better Homes and Gardens. Can you microwave eggs?
Are we presuming? I'm pretty sure it would explode. Isn't that?
Is that
would
real?
it not explode? It would explode at some point.
At some point? How long are you leaving an egg in the microwave?
Yeah, but you might not.
All right.
I don't know. I got to imagine, what, 90 seconds? At some point, it's going to explode between a minute and 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's too long.
Right?
Okay, so the DuckDuckGo answers are very similar. It's like very similar results. It's just not doing the quite like the way Google attempts to give you like an actionable answer right away with, here questions people ask.
How do you cook
so
an
Kagi,
egg?
and this is something that Drew Scanlon over at Shift F1 put me on. He was very high on it. Kagi is a paid search engine, i.e., I pay the money to this company, and they like operate a search engine that is based on revenue from subscribers and not on advertising.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll get there. We'll get to there because this came up at the end of a recording of Remap Radio last week, and I was like, we got to just do this on a stream because I want to look at their tiers. But how do we feel about the answers?
Yeah,
how to cook an egg in the microwave? Is that the same?
Everyone
link?
likes Food
That's
Network.
Everyone
Food
likes
Network is the top
the
of
Food Network.
Yeah.
It is a trusted source of food. Although some of those people make some choices, I gotta say.
Yeah, so no. See, it's all presuming we're moving it from the shell.
Yeah.
So now I think we need to ask about the explosion issue. However, there's one thing I'm not sure I did see in the results elsewhere, which was okay, so eggs.ca. That's good.
Is that the official
Eggs of Canada? Great band.
Oh, there's the Quora.
Okay, yeah. There's the Quora. What's the time to Quora here?
There it is.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
So one thing about was it Kagi, right? That's what this place is called.
Yeah.
One thing it doesn't do that I like, on one hand, if it's saying like, look, we're just not going to. There are certain sources we're just not even going to include because they're mostly dog shit, which is what that website is. You're never getting good answers there. But it doesn't have like the little what do they call those little like badges? Like the website icons. Like you actually have to look at the URL here in Kagi.
Yes.
Whereas like here, you can start making judgments yourself based on like, do I think this website? What do these little icons on the right do? What's the shield?
These
like preferred sources?
Oh, interesting. So it shows how the ranking is adjusted, and we can tweak that. Do we like Better Homes and Garden or not? If we never want to see this shit, we can just remove it. Like, so if you spot like that's cool, yeah. If you find like SEO content chum, looks like you can just block that entire URL. Also,
I also love
flag here about
website
trackers.
speed. Okay, Rob, hold on. Website speed fast. Can you please look up something from Waypoint? And I want to see what Kagi determines Vice's website to be.
Speed.
All right, but hang on. I do want to look just real quick. I'm strongly tempted by the TikTok egg hack gone wrong and leaving someone in agony, but I actually, you know what? Let's see what
it's
Quora
from Dexter, like
here.
that Dexerto, like that
Dexerto, yeah. I know. I know, but it works, right? I'm like, I gotta know about the woman in agony from the TikTok thing.
Yeah.
This is what a great thing. So now Quora has a ChatGPT bot that's going to give me an answer. That seems authoritative. Can be very dangerous.
Okay, but what is that? What do they mean by dangerous? Like, it's just an egg. Like, what the hell is going to cause damage to the microwave? What's it going to do? It's
Explode
an egg.
and make a mess. Well, somebody said that it explodes hard enough to open the microwave.
Yeah, no, we
door.
gotta see. Somebody did a fucking video on this.
Yeah,
right?
come on. Let's blow. Let's,
Yeah.
No, I don't want to know how to.
Exploding
I don't know how to
exploding egg.
Where?
Exploding egg.
Exploding. Here?
Can you microwave an egg? Yeah, that one. That YouTube short. Oh yeah, this kid knows what he's doing.
Wait, do we have audio?
Where the fuck is the volume control on a YouTube short?
Well, the audio thing is the
top
top right. Top right.
Microwave. Okay, we're already 5 seconds in, folks, and the egg is looking strong.
It's very low.
Giving its maximum power. To be honest, this is pretty anticlimactic.
How far in are they? This egg is cooked at this point.
Sweating, folks.
They said 45 seconds.
Total?
The egg is sweating.
It looks like the egg might survive through. What is going on? Ooh, it is cooking. Whoa! It turned the microwave off. I didn't know it did that. Harvey, wait. Are you okay? I will kill everybody in here. Let's take a look inside, folks. It's a microwave. It smells like ass. Okay, everybody.
Yeah, the egg.
Okay.
You've overcooked that egg. You can see that the yolk in
that's
there
the problem.
was
Yeah, that's the real
completely
problem.
soft.
No, we know, Cado. We know the egg's overcooked.
Well, it's not even like you were trying to get to a solid cooking and went and like didn't get there and it exploded still. It's like you could probably put it in there on its own for like what, like 10 seconds? Depends on how hot. And then like it will be fine or something.
Yeah, it's due to the volume expansion of water to steam. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's adds up.
See.
Most people just hit 1 minute and walk away from the microwave. Who? What? What?
Yeah, but okay, but if we bought a house that we could do stuff in, like experiments, then we could also get a microwave.
The Remap Buffalo office.
Oh my god.
When you live with moderate to severe Crohn's
or
disease
Remap Cincinnati.
your day can be full of reminders of your condition.
Welcome to How to Cook That.
Enter on 9. What if we put the house into the microwave?
Of the request list. So I have a lady who had been burnt after following an online video that showed how to poach an egg in
What are we
the
doing?
What the fuck?
Now, obviously, if you're working with flames, you're expecting that.
Somebody said we should
look
up at this food scientist.
Egg in the microwave. You go and water an egg, microwave. You're not expecting to get burnt. They're pretty bad burns. And again, there are lots and lots and lots of videos on YouTube showing how to poach an egg in the microwave. Just getting some
no
water,
fail microwave poached egg recipe. I gotta be
Sounds
honest,
great.
that just sounds.
It out and you're done.
I don't know. I don't like when
So
something says no
what would
fail.
cause
I
an
feel like
egg
they're
to
setting me up
explode in the microwave?
for something very
Setting me
different.
up.
If
to
you've
fail.
been looking on YouTube for egg explosions, which I'm sure all of you have searched for that, you will know that a whole egg in its shell will explode in the microwave when you put it in there. And a lot of people put the reasoning down to that of you've got the shell there, so it's going to build up steam inside, that's going to create pressure, and that's going to make the egg burst and pop.
Oh, that's
What a
raw
great
egg.
time,
This
though.
one,
That
when
was
you
That's
do it in
raw
the
egg.
microwave, you can see
Oh my
there are
God.
actually beads of water forming
on
on the
slow-mo,
outside of the egg
please.
because the shell is porous. It's letting that out, and my eggshell has cracked. So if the reason it explodes is simply because of pressure in the shell, this one should not explode, right? Wrong. That definitely still exploded.
Whoa.
So it's not
Yeah.
the shell.
Yeah.
So this is going to call for a lot more experiments. Let's
See, I
start
appreciate
first
this.
with a
She's
whole
informative, but she also
hard-boiled
knows what
egg,
we're here
so there
for.
is no shell on it, and see what happens if we heat that up in the microwave. Some websites say it's the yolk. That
I'll
is
be honest, that
hot.
looks like a
It says
special
that the
effect from
water
an
in the
80s
yolk
film.
Yes.
is
Yeah.
superheated
Yes.
and
You know what I
then
mean?
suddenly
Like,
forms steam
like,
and makes it
Can we put that
explode.
side
So
by
let's
side
try
with the
just
head blowing up
yolk
in
and see what
scanners?
that
You
looks
know,
like
like
in
the bit that
microwave
opens the movie?
When we heat that
Yeah.
up, that explodes. Let's try another one just for fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
And
Yes.
that explodes too.
Oh,
So
that's
if it's
the
just
fucking
the yolk,
rules.
we should be able to put the boiled white in there and nothing should happen. So let's try that. Whoa, that looks like
Are these
it was
sound effects
shot.
real?
Perhaps there was a tiny bit of yolk left on it though. So let's do some experiments with uncooked eggs so we can see what happens, and I can make sure the yolk and the white are completely separate.
I love the
Let's see what happens
thoroughness of
first of all
this.
with an uncooked egg yolk. Let's see that again in slow motion. Now the problem here is not just that it makes a mess in your microwave and I have to keep cleaning my microwave every time I do this for you. The problem is, what if you pulled it out of the microwave
Just have 10 microwaves.
before it gets to that point of exploding?
See how many subscribers
and
you
then
have?
it explodes
Tell me
in
you can't get more than
face.
one microwave?
If it's just
Bullshit.
the yolk, let's
Get a
try
new
it with
accountant.
just the white and see what
Oh,
happens.
I love this.
It starts popping and spitting bits out before it's even cooked.
Okay, now
and
this
then
is
eventually, when
Ghostbusters.
it's just starting to look cooked, it explodes out of the bowl. So it's not just the yolk,
It
it's
jumped.
the white as well. Let's see what happens
amazing.
if we add water to this situation. So we're going to poach our egg like they showed in the videos. The egg is only just starting to look cooked. It's only been in for 55
Take a
seconds.
conquest.
and
1 hour later. Now let's see what
when the egg
17 pounds of
explodes,
TNT
it
do
is
to an
shooting
uncooked
that
egg.
boiling water everywhere, and that is causing burns more so than if you just had the egg exploding on you, because there's more of it. So it's even more dangerous than just cooking the egg on its own. And the trouble is,
Never had that happen.
all microwaves are different in their wattage and their power amount, so you can't go, oh, well, that one exploded at 50 this many
Yeah,
seconds.
I figured
so
that's got to be
therefore I'll do
the
it for
hardest
less
part
than
of
that,
any
and
of
it'll
this
be
is like
fine,
just the
because
slight
your
power
microwave
differences
might be
in
different to my
different
microwave.
microwaves.
So you can't just go on what it's at. Microwaves are different to when you're cooking an egg in a pan. When you poach an egg in water in a pan, the pan heats up, then the water heats up, and that cooks the egg. When you do it in a microwave, microwaves go straight through your container, straight through the water. They can go straight into the center of that egg and superheat it, and egg heats up and the water goes
How do you think I
everywhere.
can make
So
an egg in my
not
hot
the
tub?
safest way to cook an egg.
Oh,
There are
yeah.
some videos that say
100%.
if you pierce the yolk,
Just-
it solves that problem. I don't think that's going to
Well,
work.
I
Jack
wouldn't
that thing
wanna-
up to 104 degrees and see what happens?
But let's give it a go and see what happens.
It wouldn't be good.
I've poked 3 holes in
Oh,
this
well,
yolk
I'm
using
not
a knife,
sure
so they're big
finishing
holes.
Kingfield
And
4,
after
the ancient
51
city,
seconds,
in a hot tub is necessarily good
so to
either,
be
but
on
our
the safe
definitions are
side,
just all
don't
over the place.
microwave eggs,
We just need
cook
to
them in a
drop one of the
pan
Innova sous
instead.
vide things
Apparently
into
fried
Patrick's
eggs
hot
can
tub and just like
occasionally
give a little
explode
give a little
during the
help
yolk of
and
them, but it
Oh my
is
God,
see
if I
Patrick
treat
can relax and
Put a
make
snake
steak.
into a stew
Yeah.
meat bag
Oh my
and
God.
put that
Sous
in
vide
with
hot
me
tub
while
stream.
I was just fascinated by this
Oh my
playing
God.
a game on a
It
stream.
just caught my imagination. Please Cakes did a video.
How
Patrick,
often
that
is
bag
the
is
water-
floating again. You got to
Plate
trap it under your
not
leg.
melting in the microwave. Now, according to their ingredients and comparing that to normal Cadbury milk chocolate, they have
Okay,
the
so-
same ingredients. And if we look at the nutritional composition, it's
All right. Well, I think what we
Oh.
learned there is
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
not worth it. No.
Don't
no.
don't try to cook
All right,
the egg.
Patrick, you had a thing you wanted to do with Kagi, real quick.
Oh
You know what
yeah, I
that
wanted.
was?
So I thought it was interesting
Oh,
that
Waypoint
so
article.
Kagi, it lists like the speed of a website. Okay.
Ass.
Website speed fast.
Wow, website speed fast.
Only 8 trackers.
What's a slow website?
Hmm.
We should go to the pricing models for this website.
Slowest sites on the web.
What's a place? Okay, try this, Rob. Try like the Daily Mail. Like I'm trying to think of, or the New York Post, like a place that's gonna be just filled
All right.
with, pop-ups and other garbage.
13 trackers.
Not as bad
Fast.
as Better Homes and Grass. Yeah.
Try the
But it's
Daily
gonna serve
Mail.
you trash,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna-
like that speed is gonna be used for the
Ooh,
blow.
Fandom
Fandom wikis. Yeah. See what it does.
Ass
yeah,
bullshit.
Try the Warframe one.
Oh, interesting. That's not as complete
Huh.
a data profile.
Weird.
What's that about? Is it just because it only does fandom top level? Because it's all based on
Yes.
fandom.com, you only get it for this top level stuff?
Yeah,
Maybe.
possibly.
Okay. So you wanted to see pricing stuff for
I do want to see
Kagi.
pricing stuff.
All right.
What is do we know what's the name from? What's Kagi? Do we know?
We don't. We don't know anything about it, but maybe if we click about. It's been bootstrapped. We know that. Let's see. Origin story on thekib.io.
The age of page rank is over. Okay.
All right. I don't know anything about this dude Vladimir.
This is fine. Whatever. Yeah. This. Is
yeah.
But
Kagi
means key in Japanese. Oh, it's at the top right. The top right on this page. What does Kagi mean?
Oh, really? Where?
Yeah. If you go back.
Top right. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Kagi means key in Japanese. Okay. Yeah, so the pricing model on this is kind of wild. Because my guess is, however much you think you're doing searches for things, you're probably doing 2 or 3x what you actually think you're doing. You know what I mean? I don't think, much like blinking, like the internet equivalent of blinking is doing a search for something.
Yeah.
You don't know that you're doing it.
I don't think about the reflexive, like, how many grams is a cup and a half of sugar? I don't think about that as a search, but that is absolutely a search that happens while I'm cooking something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How does Kagi deal with those? Does it have the like Google like here's just like a little mini calculator?
That's a great question. Let's go back to hang on. Real quick though, you want to look at pricing, Patrick?
Sure.
Their pricing just changed, and there's a blog post for a longer discussion.
Oh, well, that always sounds like they're raising the
price.
My
God, that's John Riccatello's music. Okay, so what they... unlimited searches for $10 per month.
That's a lot.
Look, Doggo's flying. We love Doggo now. I'm a fan.
Look at Doggo.
We're thrilled to announce unlimited search is now included in our $10 a month professional plan and our ultimate family and duo plans. Wait. Okay. So it's like on a per seat per user basis?
Yeah, but like I don't know how closely they're authenticated. Like, you know what I mean, Patrick? Like if you have Kagi login info in OnePass, like I'm sure your wife can use it, and it's not going to be like, it's not. I don't think it's going to do the Adobe thing of being like someone.
Like, what does it do? What does it do when you hit your search max? Like,
that's a great question. Starter plan.
I guess you must get a paywall.
All right, so your $5 per month, 300 searches. I feel like. Do you really think, Patrick, we just sort of thoughtlessly do 10 searches a day? Probably, yeah, I might. I might do that. I might do that.
I think you could easily hit 300 searches a week on like
a week.
Yeah.
No way. No way. Is there a way to see that?
Like this? Well, yeah. Google, tell me some of the info you keep on me. I just need to know how often have I searched.
How often do I search?
Again, it's like, what is the definition of search, right? Like once you're on Google. And you're like putting in different queries into the little box.
That's a search.
What's a bang? Bangs are never considered searches.
Okay, shortcuts, hold on.
Starting with exclamation points. They quickly take you to search results on other sites. Okay, so if you just go to Kagi and you want basically just like pull the Wikipedia article ASAP, this won't be counted against you. You just have to remember that exclamation point W means we're just like looking for Wikipedia.
Well, what I love is to use cheat codes to do the equivalent of like an ad blocker on Kagi.
That's sick. Hold on though. Hang on. So,
what are the other bangs you got? What kind of bangs can we do on here?
Right, like this is like does
bang examples, images, maps. How are there maps? Because here's the
They
thing.
can't be good. The maps are so expensive.
Here's the thing. I don't think I hit 300 in a week.
Oh,
Using,
thank God
the
they've got
website.
banks for IMDb.
Great.
We're back.
Yeah, that takes down a lot. Like I feel like
Yep.
that's the thing I almost do the most. It's just looking someone up. It's like, what else were they in? They look familiar when I'm watching something.
Yep.
And the other thing being looking for things close by on Google Maps on my phone, which is a search, but not like I'm not going to Google.com to search for things. I just have the map open and I'm like, what's something near me? You know.
I pulled up my search. You can pull up your search history if you want.
Yeah.
Rob, you probably can't do that right now because you're sharing your screen. But
Yeah.
in your Google activity, you can, it like shows like interactions you've had with the various services. And today, in the last 2 days, I have done what qualifies as a search 28 times.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, and it goes from everything, you know, like I mean, some of this is like you can tell when I was prepping for a different podcast, like I need a link to this, I need a link to that, because that's actually sometimes what, like, do I go to polygon.com to find their story on the CD Projekt Red unionization like efforts? No, I search CD Projekt Red Polygon, and then in the news tab, I know that'll come up, but that qualifies as a search.
Wait, where do you find this?
Google. You're gonna have to search for it, Cado. If you go to Google and search for my activity, my guess is you will get a link for it. It's called My Google Activity.
My Google Activity. I see that, but where here does it say your searches? Because I don't see anything that says that.
What are the advanced? So they have an ultimate tier, $25 per month for access to our most advanced features. What are your most advanced features beyond the search?
I don't know. What do we get?
All
now?
the advanced features. It's time to upgrade. This gives you. It looks like that basically just gives you access to like stuff that's in beta for them. So
hold on. Next generation of tools. Click on that.
We gotta see it. What are you working on?
Because there was an AI thing at the beginning. Yeah, with an AI model to answer your queries.
Yep.
Large language models. Are we going to start? As AI gets a bad reputation, much like NFT did, crypto did, are we just going to switch to large language models, even though that's like technically the underlying, like language to describe many of these things? But that just sounds like so much less threatening. Oh, well, it's not AI; it's a large language model. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds all right. Love me a good large language model.
Yeah, and I don't fully understand. Like, what's the upshot of doing this?
Wait, what?
Okay, so this is
Code
so you're
assistant.
basically
It's all
now
AI
you're
stuff.
okay. This is AI stuff to automate like coding scut work effectively. Okay, and you build your, I guess, create sort of your assistant type stuff.
Oh, I see what you've sent me, Patrick.
Yeah,
I thought there was
I don't know
I thought there was a number somewhere. You just have to go
All right.
and count.
I don't think
so
this is for
then I
us,
just
Patrick.
I did Control F and just typed searched, and then that will give you, a number based on the last like day and a half or 2 days of activity, depending on how often you interact with a Google thing. Mine gets a little goofy because we have a couple of like Google Assistant, devices in the house, so it'll like you turned off your kitchen lights, and that. So if you just do Control F for searched, then you can always filter by that.
Doesn't feel like their ultimate tier is relevant to anything I would want to use the search engine for.
No.
So
no.
I'd probably leave it at the $10 a month tier. Okay.
It's just because like with search, you don't really want to have to, so like a couple years ago, I finally just bit the bullet and paid for unlimited data through Comcast because like whatever terabytes a month I was giving, like the games have just gotten so big that I was like going to the end of the month and managing my, it's like, oh, like I've got an extra, like, this many gigs, time to pull some games when my data cap rolls over and then I can start over again. I just ate it. I'm going to pay the $30 a month and just not have to think about it. I feel like 300 searches, while that probably is enough for a lot of people, it's low enough that you might get to the end of the month and be like, I guess I got to go use Google now. I got to go use a different service. Like I've hit my, you start thinking about how you're searching, which seems stressful. I don't like having anxiety in my searches, like that I've ticked one off in a queue of 300. Double that, 600? 600, I think you're probably in pretty good safe territory with most
14
people.
over the last 2 days if you don't count maps interactions.
Okay.
Also, for some reason, a lot of the maps interactions I have are like doubled and tripled for like a single search term, which is weird.
Grizzly John, honey, we're using the good searches tonight. I mean, yeah, like a little bit, right? Like,
all right. So just pulling up, like, this is a consumer query, right? Like, I'm looking for frameless cabinets that I can get in the United States, or that are made in the U.S., but I left that vague. But like, these are the types of searches that I think have become really irritating on Google, because we got, well, it's all sponsored.
Yeah,
it's all sponsored.
So much sponsored
like,
crap.
Multiple leads, and now we're into. People also ask. We got one organic search, maybe.
I think that's still sponsored.
And then people also ask. That's not saying. Cabinet Works Group is also near the top of Kagi. It's there on DuckDuckGo. Is this an ad? Is report ad? Yeah, that must mean these are ads.
Well, they say ad at the end of the little headline.
Yeah. So Cabinet Works Group has
3 ads. That is taking up more than half of the search real estate.
Yeah. Yeah. That's annoying. Let's see how Bing did. Not good, Bob. So it's all, so fuck it. We're putting the sales links in, but I don't like, I'm not here. You know what I mean? Like, this is not relevant to me. I'm not like, I'm going to search this and buy a cabinet immediately. Fuck it. So this is not germane. And then, yes, we're back in ad territory. What is this? This is odd. Belmont cabinets, they weren't appearing on the other lists, right?
Well, they're verified.
Okay.
What does verified mean?
Yeah, why are they here? What are you doing here?
Right, but in Bing it says verify. Like, does anything come up if you hover over verified? What is that?
No, it doesn't.
Is this like a blue check mark equivalent?
I don't know. Maybe it's
like it's not an ad. Like an ad guarantees. I wonder if there's like a hierarchy of web. You know what I mean? Like if you're an ad, of course you're going to be at the top. If you're verified, you're like a company we vetted, and you're going to surface higher than Joe's Crab Shack that also sells frameless cabinets.
This is kind of weird too. Okay, so that's their top result, and now it's like, here's some related pages, which isn't like, now we're just, and then do you want a map of America with cabinet stores? Not entirely what I'm looking for.
There's Cabinet Works Group again.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not verified though.
Epigraphics is verified how they fight the SEO spam sites. I would assume. Look, if you're the non-cynical interpretation is yes, that in theory this is Bing having a process to submit your websites as like, hey, we're legit. We're not just SEO chum trying to hoover up, trying to sell T-shirts off tweets.
But
I guess now they're doing a stream week. Rob, okay, hold on. How did we stumble across those Chicago Bears shirts that we were talking on the podcast with Austin?
Oh, dude, I do not know how we ended up there. I have no. I remember they just started appearing in chat, but I have no memory of the mechanism by which the AI generated.
Chicago Bears Crocs. So can we do that across the 3 search engines?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So Cado, when we had Austin on, we went on a long tangent looking like just horrible podcast content. I hope that people still had a good time because it was just like long stretches of each of us Googling things and sharing images. And Austin, who has been my sandal partner in crime for so many years, was trying to convince me that I should get Crocs, and I refuse.
You should get.
And
Crocs,
so that's how we
they're
ended up
comfortable.
on. I know.
Okay, so
I know. That's what he was telling me.
this is bearsfanhome.com.
Yeah.
Bearsfanhome.com.
This is where we
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
DuckDuckGo
Crocs
is
clogs.
an ad to a Fanatics website. Crocs ad. NFL
That's an
shop ad. And then the official
Which-
Chicago Bears store. That's their first
Oh.
organic, which is what
Okay, that
Kagi
makes
has
sense.
as their first organic. Well, I
They
guess it's
actually
all
have
organic
Crocs?
for Kagi.
Right,
That's
because you
a
go
good
to
question.
Amazon.
I'm not sure they do.
Let's click through. What does it take us to?
Do you have some fucking Crocs?
You
my
have
guy?
Crocs here? Am I actually
Brother.
gonna find Crocs? In some ways, this has failed us because we didn't
Ron
find
DeSantis.
Crocs.
Are you ready to win Illinois?
Oh my god.
Ron, it's go big or go home time.
Oh my god, amazing! This offer ends in 7 hours. 65% off. Why? Why is everything on sale today? Because they won one game, and so everything's 65% off.
Oh man,
Rock them.
just can't.
I just
can't.
I just love to wear my Rock 'em Chicago Bears thing just right next to my dick. I need the words Rock 'em when I'm thinking about the Chicago Bears.
Patrick, if you ever decide you do want a third kid, though, I think
Hey,
this
honey.
is just the energy
Hey, honey, I'm
radiating
wearing
off
the rock.
those.
I'm wearing the Rock 'em.
Oh, then we're
Yeah,
getting
fuck
to
it. Let's just
sandals
throw that
down
logo
here.
down anywhere on the low top canvases.
I know. Look at that. That's an artistic.
It's
that's
cut off.
artistically
It's cut
offensive.
off by the lip of the shoe.
I
Oh my
hate
god.
this.
There's
Hey, wait,
sandals,
hold on.
but I don't see any
Well,
fucking
hold on.
Crocs.
Can we
Yeah.
go back up for a second to the left? What is happening there? To the left of those
Sorry,
sandals?
are you back on Rock'em?
No, go down.
What? The sock?
Is that just white? Is that the white is blending so to make this look like some weird foot with sweatband? I can't see where the edges are.
To me, the edges are apparent to me.
Oh, okay.
I can't
they-
see them
appearing-
either. This looks like you've taken it into
that's
Photoshop
interesting.
and added a transparent layer.
Yeah.
Via
it-
OBS, they are fine, but I guess maybe in the SRT feed, it's gotten scrubbed out.
Yeah,
via
in total,
compression.
every
So-
bit that's white is just gone. So it looks like these floating bands of fabric.
Wait, we
Hey,
found
wait,
them.
there they are.
No, wait,
That's
they're calling them Sunny Day Clogs.
That's a croc though.
Don't you love Sunny Day Clogs, folks?
Is that how we're? Because Crocs is a, kind of like a Kleenex situation, right? Crocs is a
Specific
like
brand.
a brand.
Yes.
Interesting.
Patrick, these look great.
These are actually not that bad.
Do you want to go to Chicago Bears fansite.com
Fan
and show
home.
people fan home, whatever that place is called?
All right, so do they have anything else? So Amazon.com standard.
Yeah, keep going
I'm sure
down. Like, what do
Bears-
we?
Oh,
Oh,
those
so
are.
to get
fan
to it.
home.
Look at those.
We do.
No, this is it.
The blue
Cado.
ones.
That's the what. Oh, that's Amazon. But Chicago Fair,
Yeah.
Chicago. So BearsFanHome.com is the website we went down the rabbit hole on,
BearsFanHome.com.
and that's above Etsy
Now,
and
hang on.
eBay.
I am curious. Let's just dip into Etsy real quick
Sure.
and see if Etsy listings are actually being used to populate this shit. You know, like, aren't you a little bit curious? Like, who's fulfilling the? Okay, well, this ain't.
Bear down.
Hey, Just a 4-inch premium glass pipe bowl.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Don't you want a Chicago Bears bling dazzle in
Are those
child
Crocs?
sizes?
Those look like Crocs.
Those do not look like, they look like baby Crocs. I can't
my
get any
God.
scale. I have no sense of how big are these.
What?
Handmade.
What is happening?
Chicago Bears bling dazzle.
Go down to handmade bling dazzle.
Yeah.
Is there any
Sorry,
other
where do I
description
get
anywhere?
information about sizing?
Yeah, what is this? So cute, thank you.
Sorry, somebody post a fucking photo with like a human hand next to it or something. I need a quarter. Put a quarter
I think
down.
what's happening here is that this store dazzles your shoes for you. Because look at the
It'd be
pink
great
one.
if I
Look at
had
the
to
pink
send
one.
them my shoes.
Yeah.
I would love if I had to send them.
I think you have to
And then
send
they-
them shoes and they bling them out.
Oh,
Then they bedazzle
really?
them.
Well, let's go down to the other one. The other example in the reviews is a pink one. Completely different thing.
That's great.
So it feels to me like these are all custom made things.
Okay,
If you
well,
go
add
the
to cart.
store.
Let's see what happens.
What is it?
What do you mean? What do you mean? See what happens? It's up in your
What
cart.
options do we get? What options do you get? Like to choose side? Like that's what I mean. Like
It's just there. Here's the thing: is that Etsy's kind of weird, and sometimes it'll
Yeah.
have like instructions on the seller's page of like
mhm.
do that and then add this to the description. Then that's how we do the like thing. It doesn't really matter. Like it's kind of a strange.
Right.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right, so Chicago Bears Crocs hard to come by, but those sunny day clogs seem like they were
Yeah.
the play.
Sunny
Oh my
day.
God, that
vlogs.
Justin Fields shirt.
Wait,
that-
there's a lot happening here. Which
There's another
what are
pipe.
we
I bet there's a lot of that.
we
on
get a
Etsy.
custom. Hey, do you think you just got a new
Will
car?
that fit on the old Pacifica? Will that?
Yeah, like can you do this for the front end of a Pacifica?
That's a great question.
You
Free
can-
shipping. I mean,
You can get a little
how
vest
is
for your kids.
how is a vintage Justin Fields shirt even a thing?
vintage?
It's been here for 3 years.
Vintage. It's vintage. Vintage
just the font?
style. Yeah, it's like you remember those kinds of like old. Except that it wouldn't be photos; it would be like
Patrick,
airbrush.
the photos they're sourcing off this, he's been sad so much of his time in Chicago that like all they can pull, like the pictures of his face are just him with like the 1,000-yard stare that I increasingly associate with like
yeah, these don't
a
look
guy
like
realizing he's a bear.
a hyped up Chicago Bears quarterback. This is just
Oh my goodness!
This is the photo of a man who wants out.
I can't
All
believe
I like
so
the one where
we'll-
you can't see his face, but he still looks sad.
I do think it's a little. I mean, so I didn't end up ordering anything from that Bears
Smells
website.
like a bear's wind candle.
Oh my God.
Smells like a bear. What does that smell like?
Well,
Like
I
a
like to
bear's
put that
wing.
in.
Sweat and
I put
grass.
that in by the toilet, Cado. So you know when you make a little.
Oh,
My lucky game day candle.
No description. Oh wait, no. So you pick the scent.
so whatever you associate with the
What
bears.
do I
win.
associate with a Bears win?
Where's depressed hoagie?
Double dipped
Happy hour.
Yeah.
Happy
Beef.
hour. Maybe happy hour. Just like
Oh my god, what's yeah?
what does that mean?
That can be like stale beer and sweat.
Yeah. That's 100% what I would think. Just like sad alcohol smells.
Mm-hmm. See, I think I would just order it unscented and then dump an old style on it.
Oh my god.
Once the Bears are down by 2 touchdowns, you extinguish the flame with the ceremonial old style quenching.
I think it's interesting that website still surfaces, but at least it does surface like the official store, Amazon, prior to getting there. And the lack of the promoted, it's just why, like, it is like so easy to overlook because we just become accustomed to how much garbage sponsored stuff is on every search result on.
Yes.
You just get used to it. We're like, you don't even think about it. You search something and then you have to scroll a full page before you get anything functional. And it's just like horrible how far all that stuff has fallen.
Yeah. It's just automatic too. It's just like, whoop, I'm scrolling immediately. You already know it's not going to be at the top.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just, because I'm thinking like, you know, these are
Oh.
things we recently.
Rob, people, this
That
is
was
I think this is a good pitch on something to look up. Sleepy the Bear says, how does it handle hot button / disinformation topics like vaccines?
Whoa.
That's great.
You know what I mean? Like, what is it going to
yeah.
surface to you? Like, Google's going to give you the garbage. That's interesting because that requires it to do some thinking on like what are we surfacing?
Yeah. Okay. So the like question about cars selection seems pretty normal, but yes, I'm curious. All right. Do you want to like load the dice a little bit? Like
Yeah, I think you want like
risk,
right.
Sorry. What's the real common childhood one? The measles, mumps, rubella. Is it just MMR vaccine? Is that just it?
Well, RSV is one of the new ones that just rolled out.
Just what if
let's do it because MMR's been standard for like as long as we've been alive, right? Like this is just a like standard. This is how we keep kids from like dying of this shit and having it spread through also mature communities. So let's just.
But also, it gives all the kids autism.
Exactly. Duck go. Sorry, we'll go back there real quick. So I close that page. All right. So Google opens with a CDC article just about like vaccine side effects, which you might expect.
Pew Research, that's at least like a normal poll.
It's just like what Americans think, not like an act.
Yeah.
National Institute of Health. Okay. All right.
I hope these people are going to say yes. I hope the NIH is not going to be like, well, actually.
We don't have a choice. You want to send your kids to public school. Like,
well, except the strategy of the anti-vaxxers has been like, I refuse. Yeah, and it's like, so they end up in a standoff. All right, so now we got to get down to, I don't know what THL.FI is. What are you?
No clue.
But no, it's mostly saying this is why you don't want measles or mumps. So that still seems legit. All right, immunization. Decide now. Healthtalk.org. Hey, we're just concerned parents.
Well, hold on. Although the weight of scientific evidence shows that MMR is safe.
Yeah. All right, THL's Finnish government. So that's like, okay, so that's their like NIH effectively.
Honestly.
Okay. So Google has like tamped down this stuff pretty well, it looks like.
Yeah.
Not terrible. I mean, maybe once you get into the YouTube section, that might be a little
right. Like the funnels rarely exist at the top line anyway.
That's true.
Okay. Immunize.org.
What's healthline.com?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I've got some questions.
This is the study that this is the ground zero study effectively, right? The Lancet study that poses shows some correlation. And okay, and they call out that it was retracted. Okay.
No connection has been. Okay.
Okay.
We're
so
good.
Healthline like doing God's work. Okay.
Oh my god.
And then immunize.org, formerly Immunization Action Coalition. What are you folks about? Increase immunization rates. All good things. I'm all about that.
Okay, we're good.
Okay,
We're still good.
cool.
We're still good.
Boy, I hope Kagi doesn't fail this test. Kagi. Interesting. This is the first time we have the Gizmodo article.
Yeah. Vaccines aren't as
This is interesting. We are not getting the same results. So this is going to be all right. Debunking the autism link.
Yeah.
Interest.
This is
Re-ink faces life. What do we got going on over here? Interesting. I just can't get this is a really random blog. I'm not a doctor, scientist, parent, so I'm relegated to the role of bystander. What is this? As a little L libertarian.
Can you click to the the front of the
life?
The front of the blog? Can we see what other things is this person writing about?
Whoa!
Oh no! No!
Kagi!
Kagi, no!
Kagi!
Kagi, no! Why, Kagi? You were the chosen one!
Hang on,
You're supposed to fight the darkness, not join it!
It's working with a worse. It's maybe it's working with like a less mature data set, right? So here's where we can help. I don't ever want to know what Rinka Face's life has to say about a thing.
But is that helping in the aggregate, or is that just helping?
I am really curious. So
hey, look, hit the I next to that. The website ranking. Like, what does that say?
You can choose to boost or block the site. It doesn't say if it does anything for.
Is it for? Yeah, it doesn't. It says we will remove it. Is it just for you?
So we searched vaccine risk MMR, and we ended up here.
Xenolon,
which is
like
basically just the title. It's literally this. Like, okay, so MMR vaccine risks. This is like it was just a straight title match. Which once upon a time, like that's a germane link, but it's not necessarily good information. Oh man, this is so old school though. A LouRockwell.com article. This is fantastic. This is giving me antiwar.com vibes. If people were, you remember that site? It was like huge during during the invasion of Iraq and the years following, and it was. I think you go back and you look at like the types of people who were showcased on antiwar.com. In retrospect, I think that ends up being a really prescient website. Not in terms of it predicting anything, but it like foretold the weird like political shifts that were going to happen. Because that was a place where like, hey, we're all anti-war, man. Here's a bunch of white supremacists with some thoughts about about like race.
But
also they don't want to be doing imperialism. And so we're all in this big tent together.
They'd like to start their own war, but we're all in agreement that this war is bad.
Yeah, it was a really, really weird place, but like they would promote shit like Lou Rockwell and what the fuck that website. They stopped short of doing Stormfront shit, but it was like VDare. That was like the hardcore white supremacist website. And it was just like that was all there aggregated with other anti-war stuff like HuffPo. All right, so this is how they got there, but the question is there anything we can do that's going to like here's another top level question. Is this a bad result? Like it's not an important website, but the question is it's a title match. Like I'm looking like this is exactly what I searched.
Right.
It is a bad result if you're trying to figure out if MMR vaccines are safe, but is it necessarily a bad result for a search engine that is just trying to like give you organic results based on your query?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on like this is the thing, right? Is it depends on what the information is. Like there are certain data sets of information that it's like fine to just go kind of blanket that way, but certain things like whether or not
Yeah.
And if there's
medicines
nothing
are
reputable
safe.
about that blog, right? Like there's
Yeah.
nothing that
Yeah.
should weight it that high.
Yeah.
And
This
that
should be on
means that
page
this is going to be
5.
vulnerable to SEO chum, right? Like if it pulled
Right.
that, it's going to get this thing will get spoofed by a bunch of SEO
I've got a
crap.
new one. I want to test Kagi on this one. Type in Gamergate.
All right. Top level Wikipedia. Then the Vox article about it. Poor Gamersgate. Oh, I'm so sorry for you guys.
Gamersgate.
You deserve better. You were a good digital storefront. And then this happened.
Okay, like Vox explainer articles, like
Yeah.
generic Wikipedia articles. On the right, it's listed as a online harassment campaign. Lists like victims, which I'm sure it's pulling from. What is Blast from the Past? That's like
sorry.
pulling article. I guess those are like articles
These are old articles, yeah.
pulling from the web
Yeah.
archives.
Uh-oh. What? Sorry, Mozilla, what statement did you release on this? I'm just curious.
Oh, I'm sure this is like when all the
openstandard.mozilla.org.
brands were being asked to say something at the time. Okay, I gotta be honest. Like,
Yeah, that's not bad.
this actually is like all of these seem to be, more or less like going all the way down to get know your meme. This far down the list,
Yeah.
is where something like this should rank.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Somebody said we should check out the lenses features. So what's the... All right. So what do the lenses do here?
Well, let's click on world news and see what happens.
Okay, so we go to academic for Gamergate, and now we start getting,
Journals.
Sorry. How many Gamergates is an ant queen worth? Is there a different
Can we
meaning
click?
of
Can we
Gamergate?
click that? It's a .gov.
Mated workers, Gamergates. What?
Oh, I remember. Like Gamergate's like refers to something.
What?
Yeah, this is pulling it out of the back of my brain. Like I have not thought about this factoid in a long time.
It's an ant term.
Yeah.
That's an. Is it Gamergate or is it like
I think it's pronounced differently.
Jammer? Or like, I'm curious if there's a different pronunciation as well.
Right? Is that some other language?
This is
that
so
named it?
funny. Oh, I'm so sorry for everyone who worked in this field. I am so sorry. You're just a humble entomologist doing your work, and then like 2014 hits or whatever, and you're never going to be able to just look for this shit again. Although I guess the lens.
I can't tell if any of the
pretty
pronunciations in our chat are just people shit
They're
posting or like
shit
actually.
Yet.
Okay, so that's like the academic lens. That narrows it to academic results. Ooh, forums.
Ooh. Kotaku in action? Where are we at?
There we go. But it starts with the out of the loop thing, so it's just like trying to. But the thing is, I can imagine if I'm researching what were the big forum reactions while it was happening. This is actually kind of useful.
Well, Kotaku in action is a horrible place that treated me like shit for a long time. I have a lot of animosity towards that place, but as a historical document of reactionary behavior.
With Gamergate, it is an important forum. Yeah.
Hold on, people are saying there's an ant forum?
Yeah, go down twice. There, Trapjaw Gamergates.
Oh my god.
Like there's an ant in there, just sprinkled in there.
This is how it turns out Ian Miles Cheong is what unites the two fields.
That
all
dude
just
is
descending
like
on that fucker's apartment.
that.
Hey, man, what's with these ants?
Did he was that real what I saw on the internet this morning? About where
Oh,
he is?
wait.
Where he is?
Yeah.
He was engagement. Last I saw, he was engagement farming on Twitter.
Okay, I don't know.
What's
Maybe
he up
it
to
was
now?
probably a joke. Someone's
Okay.
Yes, that's real? No. Wait, what's real? No, he's
we're
he's
talking about
Indonesia. Okay. Somebody said that he went to Israel and was captured by Hamas.
Oh,
I think that's
Okay,
a
I
joke.
don't think that's real.
No, I don't think that's real.
no, that's
No.
true. He did start as like a leftist. This is probably the wrong term, but he began harvesting.
No, I mean he was kind of
followers.
edgelord lefty though, like Bill Maher tendencies. Well, I'm just an aggressive rationalist. I knew him a bit. I think I played like Left 4 Dead with him a couple times, and then somebody was in our mutual circles one day. This is my first inkling that like things might not be on the up and up with that dude. Somebody who was a mutual friend was like, "Hey, this is weird and it's super petty, but like he's been telling jokes and making remarks that like I've seen like that you offered up during like our gaming sessions or things we said in conversations, but he was like doing them in other forums and like passing them off as like his remarks, and I was like, I don't care, who cares, right? But it was kind of a weird thing where it really bugged this one mutual where it was like he's stealing jokes, it's patter theft, and I was like, this seems very petty. Who cares? But it was only months later that things began to really get weird. And it was like, this is not quite.
I've had many conversations with Rob. This is new to me as well. But yeah, remember, like the circles of people. He was like a online like games lefty. Like it was that those are small circles. 12 years ago. It's like not shocking that you would intersect with someone like that. Although I cannot say that I played Left 4 Dead with him. But that is that's wild.
Yeah, it was bizarre seeing how it all unfolded. And never like it, just a weird thing. Like to what degree was there like a change in conviction? What degree was it just like open grift? Because like the minute he always wanted to be somebody, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And like this was a guy who was desperate for some sort of spotlight, and so I've always suspected that the lane was open out to the right. And he went running toward.
Well, he got on early, especially like he rode the Trump train, with the not the Blaze. Although I think he writes for the Blaze now. What was Red State? Isn't that what was the I'm trying to remember the place that he was writing for at the time. It doesn't matter. I've probably given this guy too much of my brain power at the moment. But I do think I think the. Like giving it a controversy like this, that is not a new one. Like that is a pretty decent categorization of stuff you would want from that era. Breitbart. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes.
I'm curious. So like real quick, a question, like just good information to look up on something like how to evaluate college QBs. Evaluate. Because I'm just curious, like, what results this spits out. Like, is going to be like, because ideally, you kind of want a search engine to lead you to like, oh, here's a bunch of interesting stuff, right? Like, increasingly, I think one reason we talk about, I fell down a Wikipedia rabbit hole, is because search engine rabbit holes aren't interesting anymore because like there's so much shit. But Wikipedia, because the bar is a little bit higher. Significantly higher, in point of fact, that remains an interesting place to sort of bounce from like topic to topic. And I'm just curious if that experience exists on search at all. So let's see. Now we're back to
Right, unlens it, de-lensed.
yeah. Okay, we still got a Bleacher Report article talking about like how scouts do it. Chris Landry football. I have no idea.
From 2014.
I'm actually kind of curious.
That's like the QB position has changed a lot since 2014.
Yeah. This doesn't look amazing.
Wow,
Like, this
average
is just-
NFL physical traits. Wow, we're getting exact numbers.
Yeah.
What a weird
is
article
weird.
to pull.
Who is this?
I don't know. Landry football.
And why does that
And
name
also,
sound
like-
familiar?
Well, Tom Landry is a famous coach.
No,
and
you're thinking
Tom
of
Landry Middle
something
School
else.
was in King of the Hill.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah,
Gummy
that's what I'm
Fail.
thinking of. Follower of Phoenix isn't? Yeah, Landry from Friday Night Lights. Have you watched that, Cado?
No, but like it's in
Oh.
the I probably just through cultural osmosis picked that name out.
So, I think this is a miss from DuckDuckGo. I'm not asking who's currently leading the QB evals or like who are the most like the top the top quarterbacks right now. I'm asking like a procedural, how are they being scouted and evaluated?
Right.
And DuckDuckGo is following like what tend to be trending articles. This is what this says to me, right? It's like people are looking at like who are the best upcoming quarterbacks.
Yeah, but wouldn't some of
And-
that be? I mean, Rob, like realistically, how many words? I mean, I'm sure these things exist, but how many words are being spent evaluating like what makes a good college quarterback versus like NFL like they're usually thought of as NFL prospects. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When you
Yeah.
I think there's less what makes a good college quarterback because actually that comes way more down to system and like program you're dropped into as opposed to like NFL prospect, at which point you're evaluating traits. So it may
Yeah.
just be that like your search query is bringing up like the closest
The
possible
Google
thing, which is
Yeah. The Google results, once you get past their like, people also ask shit. These are not bad results.
Chris Landry
Chris Landry at the top, yeah.
Is he back in there?
He's at the top.
right at the top, like literally
The
the top.
first thing.
Oh wow.
Who's Chris Landry? Click on this.
Hang on. Chris
We got to know
About
more about Chris Landry.
About Chris.
Now I'm looking up Chris Landry.
Operates his own coaching and scouting consulting business serving both NFL organizations and college football programs. He might be too
Okay.
gainfully employed to really maintain this website. Who can say? But
Pro in college.
actually, hold on.
He's a scout for the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Oilers. Wow.
Wait, sorry.
He was on coaching staff for the Cleveland Browns. He was in
Patrick. This guy was an
Yep.
Oilers scout.
Hell yes.
This guy was scouting people before the forward pass existed.
Amazing.
The Oilers
I
aren't
don't know how
that
to.
now,
I don't know
but-
how to search. Okay, Rob, could you look up on Kagi?
Yeah. Who is Chris
Like-
Landry?
Just put in Chris Landry and see what happens.
All over the world,
See who we get.
NFL
No, if you
executives
write-
are asking,
if-
who is Chris Landry?
How to watch NFL games illegally?
Illegally
Oh.
or legally?
No,
No,
illegally.
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 Google will rank websites that people who could just exist in the world. I don't know who
All right.
might use them
Kagi.
occasionally
Oh,
to watch certain games.
Isn't that just NFL streams
All right.
Reddit? Is that not the search query?
So
we're
hang on.
looking
No, they
for?
squashed a bunch of that stuff.
They-
I mean,
All right,
I
so you're
heard from
saying-
somebody that they squashed a bunch of that stuff and it was less reliable than it used to be.
So,
They haven't squashed
Let's
some
see
of the
what
wrestling
Google
ones. I'll
returns
tell
for
you
that.
that.
all right, so Google
Some
returns
people pay for
VPN
red
overview.
zone and other people don't.
These are, can I really watch? Okay, none of these seem like they're going to get me very close to what I might be looking for in this case. I am not sure this stuff is still current.
Forget the Pirate
So that
Bay.
Reddit, the Reddit thread is
2011.
2011. That's not going to help you.
That's not any good. VPN overview again.
Definitely want to click on that website.
Where?
Definitely.
Legal
No,
streams of games.
no,
are
don't
really
click
popular.
that website.
I was trying to see if I saw any ones that a hypothetical person might recognize. They don't. I have not seen it.
Now, do we just
how would
try
you watch
free
NFL
NFL
games
streams?
for free illegally?
Yeah, try free NFL.
How would you watch
stream.
free NFL streams? Sure.
Without cable, or just free NFL streams? Yeah, what the hell? All right, free NFL streams.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Rob,
Sports Surge.
I mean,
Sports Surge.
something about my
NFL
some sort of
by-
spidey sense about that second one. I don't know. Some sort of weird. My hands are tingling.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, there's something about that second website. I just see. I don't know. I don't know,
Yahoo
Rob.
Android
Oh wait,
rules.
man,
Yahoo Android
Google
rules.
knows all about that too. Like,
Oh, it does. No, I know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
amazing.
Yep. Okay.
Ask Jeeves is dead, right? We know that Ask Jeeves isn't real. That's gone.
Is it?
There's no folks say
hold
Yahoo
on.
Anime Rules is some websites that have been shown on this, like they've existed for years. The NFL is well aware of them. They can't shut down the websites. If someone was hypothetically to use such a website and click on said streams, what they'd find is that individual streams get shut down, but not the websites themselves.
Oh no!
Someone just
they got rid of Jeeves.
Mike Kyle said that fucking Chris Landry website does 9 podcasts a week about football. 9? Click on podcasts. There's no way.
The
Who?
Landry Football Podcast Network.
Oh, they're like 30-minute long too. Look at.
Yeah, this is the future Patrick wanted for us.
Oh my god.
More podcasts, shorter.
Oh wow,
Chris Landry's out here doing it.
October 8th. 2 on October 10th, 1 on October 9th, 1 on October 8th, 1 on the 7th, 1 on the 6th, 1 on the 5th.
Contact Chris
Oh.
to reach Chris for media availability and more information. Rob, I'm gonna have to fill out this form.
We will. Hey,
No.
we should
Look,
vet.
Rob.
We should vet.
Listen to a few of these.
Next week, some people who like Remap might be able to see Patrick, nailing one of these. Like maybe we're lining up number 2.
All right, so Ask Jeeves is now just ask.com. I miss Jeeves. Jeeves was fun.
Jeeves is fun.
Also, I vaguely remember that being better at parsing like questions,
What is this
like structures,
Atlantic
rather than just
article?
like in the future we'll finally
we will
Jeeves.
finally ask Jeeves. There he is.
Oh, wow.
Jeeves.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right.
Should we
So, yeah.
go? Well, how do we feel before we transition to the second half of this stream? How do we feel about the Kagi?
I have, it's tough to, it's whiffed on some things. It's produced some better results on others. I'm not sure. Like, we're also used to just sorting the crap out of search that I'm not sure that the $10 a month to ignore it is as valuable. But I don't know. Like, for a lot of research of consumer questions, like which TV should I get? Who makes good dining room sets, shit like that. Doing that on Google sucks now, right? And like increasingly, you're just sort of trying to sidestep it by being like, what's Wirecutter say about this? What's Reddit have to say about this? I don't know. Kagi seems decent, but then there's some weird whiffs here, and I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm sold on it. That's where I'm at.
I think it's neat though. I like the idea that there are search alternatives being built, and it makes sense to charge. Like I'm it's not a, I'm sure it is not easy or simple to produce a search engine, and thus it then makes sense that they would try and bootstrap like AI stuff on top of it, because that's like a tier that you could start charging people for different things, even if they're not attractive or interesting to me. And it's not like it's like slapping on like generative. It's not like Midjourney is like like a click away.
Right.
Like it's it's things like coding and stuff like that seems at least a little more acceptable in the broader scheme of things. But yeah, I wouldn't pay for it. But I also don't think it's like, I don't think it's weird that Drew Scanlon does. You know what I mean? Like it's like,
right.
Sure. Like I think everyone's got their thing, and I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to pay for if you've got the discretionary income and that means something to you. Like I think that's a totally, even if you're just like, I would like to support somebody doing this so that more people would do this, I think it's like a totally reasonable place to be.
Yeah. I've become largely numb to like the chaff on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's why
there are some, but there are some search categories that are so overrun with chaff that it's just like, I can't. You know what I mean? Like Google's not going to return a usable result until I start really massaging it to force it to spit out something workable. That is the one thing that I do feel like Kagi does kind of cut out is, okay, like here's just, without having to visually screen out, like without having to see past the dark patterns, it's all just there. Which sometimes it's nice to not have to figure out what's a dark pattern and what's an actual result.
I agree. But we could figure out, Rob.
Yeah.
What's going on with this Robocop video game that everyone's losing their mind over? I have seen so many social media posts about this Robocop Rogue City game, which comes from the same developers that did a Terminator game that apparently is like fairly well liked, and we had to find out. So we're gonna transition from paid search engines to Robocop. Just the most natural transition in the world,
Yeah.
Well, would you buy Kagi for $1? They're not selling it for $1.
Hey, also, just as a note to everybody, someone just invoked Nightbot, and Nightbot's just spitting out GeForce Now stuff. We're not getting paid for that at the moment, so.
Oh, God damn it.
You know what, though? GeForce Now is cool. I mean,
yeah, we're cool with GeForce Now, though.
You know what?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there could be video streams in the future. This is just a down payment.
Do I want to? Sure, let's see what.
Funny.
You better get this right. Okay.
Are you gonna get mad at the game? Check its work. What did it do to you, Rob?
DLSS, cool. Yeah, it seems fine. Well, yeah. Epic.
I'm just gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna temporarily turn that off so that we can turn it back on when we need it.
Yeah.
Sorry, turn what off? Oh, GFN?
No, we're talking about Nightbot. I'm gonna pour myself some coffee while I look at these options.
We gotta get that super resolution.
Give me the super...
I need
ultra performance. No, I need ultra quality. NVIDIA frame generation. Do I wish to interpolate?
Wait, interpolate?
I assume it's inserting frames, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I thought for a second you were talking about this song. Yes, that is an interpolation of the Robocop theme you're hearing on the piano right now.
Oh, wait, you're... Wait, no, what? Hang on.
At least according to chat. I don't know the Robocop theme well enough to like pull that. But like enough people in chat said that I'm like,
I always get the Robocop theme and the NFL Films theme confused. Like, in my head, like if I start humming one, it will turn into the other.
Oh, we know the NFL theme, NFL films.
The NFL films has a
Right,
very particular
right.
tune as well.
Frame generation is only for 4,000. Oh, look, there he is.
Ooh, this mouse sensitivity is a little rich. There we go. Ooh, no. There, that's a little better.
You telling me they roboed a cop? Yeah.
No, not the
right.
Robocop.
Folks, some of what you may see here will offend you. I do not know what we're about to get into here.
Let's shoot some people in the balls.
How hard can it be?
Oh, famous last words from one Renata Price.
You know what? You're right. We'll just do normal.
Let me in there. I'll get the hard. Whoa.
You give us 3 minutes, and we give you the world. Good evening. I'm Casey Wong. A military submarine that went missing over 3 years ago has suddenly reappeared in the Baltic Sea. Confused seamen mistakenly opened fire on the last Lapland reservation, killing 12. Thankfully, our homesick sailors are back on U.S. soil. Welcome back, boys. In local news, a new crime wave that is sweeping
Really
Detroit
bleak.
has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers. Here's a statement from the head of OCP, Omni Consumer Products, that's funding and running the Detroit Police Department.
Old Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is crime. It must be cut out, and OCP holds the scalpel.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains unknown. This dangerous new guy in town seems to have his eye on doing business in old Detroit.
Your filthy hands off me. Shut
I'm sorry. There seems to be a
Disturbance? I'm a big fan. Now move.
What is happening?
This is what crime is like.
Don't adjust your television sets. Your regularly scheduled program will be back shortly. Now, this message goes out to the new guy in town. It seems that you're looking to spend some money in this great city of ours. I'm here to tell you.
Winners do drugs. That took me a second.
Yeah.
That's okay. All
You may
right.
have heard of us as the #1 supplier of nuke in old Detroit. The most potent, addictive drug available in front of every convenience store, school, or library near you. But that's not all
In
we're
case you
capable
didn't know
of.
what this thing is.
Let's get you up here. We'll
They're
get
just
Officer
everyone's just running.
Officer
Like it's still
Howard
running.
to illustrate the point. You see,
They're professionals.
Officer Howard did a drug bust that cost us a lot of money. We
Wait,
want to reward
if they've got
this
everyone
drug
hostage,
lord
Cut
who's-
the camera. Cut the camera two. Cut the camera one.
a life
Push. Push.
Maybe this gang has a Cado.
There's one person back there.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Enjoy. New guy. Us torch heads are more than capable of doing whatever you need done in our city.
Torch heads.
So what
That's
is it,
good.
huh?
Is that the name of
Arson,
one of the gangs in
smuggling,
actual RoboCop? I
drug
cannot
dealing,
remember.
I don't
It's been so
remember.
long since I've seen
murder.
RoboCop.
We do it all. You've got the money. We've got the power.
Did they OD that
So let's
cop on
talk.
Nuke?
I think
Seems
that was
like
the
it.
implication.
It seemed... That drug seemed weak.
Look, when I want to watch somebody overdose on a drug in a movie, I need like foam out of the mouth. I need like I need some over the top. Give me some drama. I just went to sleep.
Robocop. I don't remember if I'm sure they mentioned some gang name in the first Robocop. But that's the only one I've seen.
Turns out that's the only way to kill Robocop.
Good to see you, Murphy. Lieutenant's at the main entrance to the TV station.
Good day, mate.
Liquor.
The ground's shaking. Judgment Day is here.
Okay, there are sound cues coming from the left side, but I don't see.
I think your headphones
Anyway.
might be backwards because those came from my right. Yeah, there's the guy.
Oh, that's. Oh, you know what? Did I? That's weird. You know what? I put on my headphones backwards. Hold on. I can't play like this.
No.
There we go.
Nice.
I thought Rob was just going to order new headphones.
Well, I gotta throw these out.
What? Well, these I just did it right in the trash. Open up a new box.
Yet 90s PC gaming is alive and well, folks.
Oh, it sure is.
Look, liquor store, electronics store. This is a great walkable neighborhood. Like, I know it looks bad,
yeah.
but honestly, like, how much are apartments going for here?
Well, where is this set again? I always forget.
Detroit.
Detroit, right? Yeah, okay.
Pud is saying, Rob, could you look at Robocop's feet?
I can see your lady is still quite shaken up. I'll get one of
No, no robo feet.
Don't bother.
You can hear him though. You can hear the robo feet. Can you?
Yeah, they
run?
stomping.
I wouldn't bother. I already ran the place.
I hope not. I hope you are just.
Does RoboCop
a tank.
run? Have we ever seen him run?
Yeah, I think he runs at one point.
Patrick, do you have
Does
any
not
memory
run?
of RoboCop
No?
running?
I don't think RoboCop runs. I think that is antithetical to the
Hey, can I crush
RoboCop.
these? No. Can't crush the roaches.
If it keeps on like this, we're gonna run short of body bags.
Oh, I think he's done.
And Paul Spending points out he flies in the later movies with his jetpack. Okay, you know what? One way or another, we are watching RoboCop 3 for this website. Like, studios, wrap it up with SAG-AFTRA. Like, let Patrick watch RoboCop 3, please. I think it was RoboCop 1 through 3. Those were... Well, calling it a trilogy would be probably wrong, but they made 3 in the 80s, right? Or maybe that bleeds into the 90s.
In the 90s, yeah.
And Peter Weller is, you know, stars in those 3, and then they did a remake. I don't know, 10 years ago.
Roger that. Over and out.
What is the situation?
Goddamn OCP tells us to stand down till SWAT arrives. That's our situation.
Looks like I'm on my way out.
Not so fast, buddy. Who do you think is gonna clean up this place? I'm not letting you off that easily.
You sound just like my wife.
If that's the case, let's get you patched up. We wouldn't want to get on her bad side. Press here. Medic!
There was a
you are,
RoboCop
partner.
animated series, like a cartoon.
It was a
The hell is going on up there?
America's awesome.
Sorry, dude. The police want us
The
to
kids
release
love
the
RoboCop.
hostages.
He needs to be a cartoon hero.
So no.
Okay,
hard
yeah, but you know, I know you joke, Rob, but like, it's a sick design. Like, it's a
100%.
cool
Hey,
mech,
if we can't
like
go in
person.
yet, we
Like,
need to wait for the reinforcements.
I understand it
Reinforcements
flattens the
have arrived.
satire,
Yeah,
but also
fucking A.
Something like that.
We need to find another way. It is too dangerous to cross.
For me. But you can take the heat.
Was
Go,
Lewis's
I'll
partner in
figure
the
something
movies?
out. Besides, you could do with a head start. Go on.
yeah, Yeah, that's the girl that is assigned to him in at least the first movie. No. Oh, I thought I was gonna get more of that theme.
How much do you think I can get for it?
Is it gold?
It was taken out someone famous. Just look at him.
Greedy Torchhead. Torchhead. Greedy Torchhead. What is the difference between Torchhead and Greedy Torchhead?
Well, he's just vibing, and the other guy's like, I found a signet ring.
Expecting a silver freak?
Drop it, scum.
Oh, I'm gonna drop some. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. Jesus.
What the fuck? Holy shit. The Gibbs.
Jesus. Oh great, you get 5 experience points for each of these.
Int program.
Robocop
Use
vision.
Robocop vision.
Well, you have to find an individual.
Yeah, it's more of a scanning of a person, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're dead. Who gives a
Wait,
shit
can you
about
pick up
them
that
now?
gun?
You think Robocop's picking up other people's guns?
No, he's
What?
got
Exploding? Give me Robocop vision.
Wait, do the rope. Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah.
Is there a melee?
There is. My guess is it'll get explained to you in a little bit.
Yeah, but look, there's guns on the ground, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get another gun. Oh, there you go. Oh my god! Press H to repair.
All personnel, leave immediately. Warning.
Oh, interesting.
But you always have.
He holstered his weapon.
Yeah, you always have your weapon, which has infinite ammo.
Worried about the weight limit?
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online. The service.
Hey, I'm gonna
box
be
is in
honest.
the
That felt
basement.
fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
Is Peter Weller back doing the voice? I don't know what Peter Weller's relationship is with Robocop these days. It sounds like him, or is it really good sound alike?
You know? After you.
It is him.
The
That's
elevators
awesome.
and staircase too. They obviously don't want to be disturbed.
Tactful Ogre. Zero recoil is a legit good design decision for this particular character. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It gives the game like a different aesthetic feel as a result.
Crime evidence 25. I found that stolen wallet. So we can bring those 20 guys I killed to justice.
Yeah, what do you need evidence for? Everyone's dead.
Fresh.
I bet some of those idiots are still here.
Oh wait, this is him running.
Okay, yeah, there's a bit of a faster gait. That's good.
More of a hustle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your health bits.
Crime evidence.
Oh, you need evidence to buy upgrades on the skill tree. Oh, that's delicious.
Wow.
Oh, I'm tingling. I'm tingling at that. The discovery of that is just me. I'm having a moment. Who do I need to email to get a review code for this? I don't need Alan Wake 2 in the next week. I need RoboCop Rogue City.
Whew. Any more tricks up your sleeve? What a warm welcome, don't you think?
Micro SMG was more fun. But nothing beats his original gun.
I didn't realize it was a triple.
Realize there was a triple what?
Triple shot pistol. I don't remember that. I remember it being huge. Just like destroying people in that movie.
Yeah, like legs get blown off, like right and left.
Yeah. Fake money. More
They're
crime
trying to pass funny money. Alright, people want me to get close. This is the tragedy of Robocop. He can't be close to people anymore. The life he once led is gone forever.
Oh my god. So Marvel made the animated series for Robocop?
Cause of death, nuke
overdose.
And listen to this. So there is one season of Robocop the animated series. It's from Wikipedia. The reason why there are only 12 episodes in the traditional 13 for a weekly animated series is because Marvel Productions used the budget for what would have been the 13th episode of Robocop to fund the pilot for the proposed X-Men animated series. Robocop died so X-Men could live. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was probably worth it. Can't have more than 3.
Oh, I've just been too good for this game. I've got more health than I know what to do with. Should've... I tried to play hard.
Hints program.
All
Hint
right.
program.
Punch.
Grab.
Yes!
What does the grab do? Oh my god!
Is there bullet penetration? No.
There should be that.
It feels like it'd be very Robocop just to like punch these shots through a cigarette wall, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can get different weapons. Like maybe that's an upgrade on the skill tree.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
You gotta
and then
scan
like
that
maybe
dude.
his vision gets upgraded so you can get some
How
So
did
many
that guy
stolen
die?
wallets. So many stolen wallets.
I won't tell
Robocop
you.
is not interested in the cause of his death. But I need more crime. Sorry, OCP recovery charges. But where is my crime evidence?
Crime evidence. As opposed to other evidence?
So it was probably a good decision not to go full Soldier of Fortune with this. But my Robocop would have a few more limbs getting taken off.
I agree. Like, use the ragdoll physics, lean into them, and just have them flopping all over the place. Oh, that's so good. Oh. Holy
Oh, that guy's got a
shit.
bigger gun.
Yeah. Yes.
Soldier of Fortune. Don't worry. One of these days, we are gonna start the walkthrough of Raven's history, and we're gonna play Soldier of Fortune.
Gotta investigate.
I am detecting a short circuit. We need to isolate the cables.
I think I've got something just for that.
You are very resourceful.
Thanks, but I'd say it was a team effort. They're holding everyone in the studio. It's on the 30th floor.
The 30th
What's the
floor,
weight
you
limit
say?
on that elevator, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, I wonder what would happen if you were to say lift a person up on the 30th floor. You know?
Wonder if there's any windows up there.
So, our friends in blue finally decided to join our glamorous show. I'm afraid you're too late for my autograph. Chopper's ready. I've got to go, but the party goes on. Guys, make sure you provide all our guests with a decent amount of amusement, so don't skimp on the nuke. See ya.
What a freaking psycho. We need to be quick before they kill anyone else. I know that look, Murphy. You saw something, didn't you?
Murph?
We are here to enforce the law.
I didn't see that again. Did his reflection show his full face?
Just keep in mind that I'm here if you need me, partner.
Maybe? Missed it.
Yes, yes.
People are saying yes.
This game is art.
Just look at that, boys. The police dog and its bitch.
Not sure which one is which.
You're gonna take that back.
Just look away.
Scumbag.
Can I do anything with grenades? I didn't get over close enough.
I bet you can, though. I bet you can throw him back or something.
Oh, wait.
Grab?
Hang on. Sorry. Sorry, officer. Sorry.
Excuse me. Going through.
Yeah!
Yep. There they fucking go.
Repair, Rob, repair! I am the one who throws the computer.
What is inside these monitors making them explode?
Don't worry.
They're all CRTs.
Cool shit.
Cool shit.
It's interesting. There's a lot about this game so far that reminds me, in a very like nostalgic, pleasing way, of like an on-rails light gun shooter, like a brand. Like,
yes.
If you just told me this was a branded, like light gun game from the 2000s at an arcade, I would 100% believe you.
Whew.
Oh, thank God we found some crime evidence on these guys.
Oh, that's so funny.
Lewis, what did you shoot that guy with?
That was a grenade on the ground.
Oh, wait, we have some more crime evidence. Incriminating documents.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh. Why is this not? We're getting some... Anything? Nope, not interactable.
Jesus.
Oh, that fist. What is all this stuff? Can you grab all this stuff on? Oh, nuke. Okay, I see. That's just more
More crime
skill
evidence.
tree. Skill tree fodder.
Incriminating pictures.
Oh my god. This is so good. Look, if you're gonna put...
Oh, Robocop needs so many of these.
Can you scan that camera?
You can't grab those?
No, okay. I thought I saw something pop up for a second. What are they?
What's up, people of
Get
Detroit?
out.
Robocop here.
Robocop apology video.
No, it's Robocop promoting mental health. You know, that's why the antidepressants are there.
Oh.
Yeah, can you take that computer? Yeah,
Oh.
take that object with you.
You only... Okay, so when I do the breach, it's gonna do the whole, like, slow time down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be ready.
No, but I gotta open the
I think
door.
it wants you to do it with a gun. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Wow.
Thank God you've come. This lady really needs to see a doctor.
Robocop throws her out the window so she can get to the medics faster.
Why don't you go ahead? I'll stay with them.
Right.
This is Lewis. We have rescued 3 hostages, one with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Requesting urgent medical assistance. Over.
Uh-oh. Rob, you know what happens when they give you stuff like that. It's just about to go down. Why do you need so much health, Rob? Bet there's some drugs around the corner, some drug users. You gotta nuke them.
God damn it.
Shoot those, shoot those.
Come closer.
Yep.
Yeah, come on.
Can you throw them? See if you can pick that up.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Jesus. You throw one of. Oh.
You got wetter there.
He was too busy.
Sorry, what did you want, Cado?
Throw them against an explosive to see if it sets off the explosive.
I like that idea.
There's one.
There we go.
Ah, that's great.
Oh
but actually,
my
right there
God.
sort of underscores Rob's earlier point that this game should have body parts exploding a little more.
Yeah.
Gratuitously.
People
I'm sure
just,
the modders
people
will
are
step
afraid to match Verhoeven's original vision.
I mean, there's a lot of chunks on the ground right now. That's a lot of chunks.
You know, now that you mention it,
that's a lot of chunks.
it's kind of fucking weird. What's going on with people in this world? Is that dude's head?
His head's gone.
I think you did that. I think that's called brain.
Yeah, yeah. Their heads are gone.
Oh,
When you hit them
man.
in the head, there's a lot of chunks. The explosion less so, but
Oh, this takes place in the Starfield universe. This is the origin story for that entire brand.
Wow, you bank shot at that.
oh, spectacular.
So the great thing about this, as funny as this seems, this seems like it would be hard to sustain for, an entire game. The shtick would kind of run dry. But apparently once we get through this area, we get to an open world game with like dialogue choices and side quests.
What?
Yeah. Which is the part that I'm like the most interested about.
I like your melee build.
These helmet guys are annoying as hell.
Oh, so this is Terminator
Good.
Resistance then? Isn't
Yeah.
that the same? These are the same people,
It's
right?
the same developer.
It's
Yeah,
the same developer.
Terminator Resistance from some years back that, a game that reviewed very poorly or like very generically when it came out, but has since gained like quite a cult following for not being like the best action or shooter game ever made by any stretch, but apparently this is a developer that seems to understand the fantasy of the licenses that they are working in and then makes like credible and interesting enough games like set within those worlds that make people that find those worlds like they have a good time. That seems to be the story of the Terminator game, and very much seems to be the story of this game so far.
Oh no. Error.
Darling, could you get the napkins from the cupboard?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Sure thing, Mom. What are we having? It's a surprise. Little man, have you washed your hands?
Getting some Max Payne vibes from this.
Tell me more, Rob.
I wasn't playing in the dirt.
Well, are these real sets or these sets from his life before being Robocop? Like, is he seeing this? Is this real or is this a vision?
I don't know.
Alex, what do you think about the color of this dress? I'm not sure if I like the pattern.
Whoa.
I'm a sucker for this shit.
What?
He said in school that he wants to be a police officer just like his dad.
Watch out! He's coming! Kill the hostages!
All right, here goes Rob. Not fast enough, friend.
Ah!
Oh shit.
Hey, no sudden moves, cop! I'm not dying.
Fuck did you
here.
do to her hair?
Give me another one of those choppers, like the one that took Soot. You hear me?
You work so hard, honey. Why don't you take some leave?
Uh-oh.
We all could use a little break from this reality, don't you think?
Wakey, wakey! I'm talking to you, Shiny! Stand back from that door, or I'll shoot her! I swear to nuke!
I don't know what I would do.
Outsider, I was just thinking about his luscious lips.
You got 3
Outsider
seconds!
speaks.
3!
Our
They are very
family
luscious.
I need to be happy.
2! Are you fucking deaf?
Promise me, we will stay like this forever.
1! Last chance, weirdo!
I love you so much, Alex.
You okay there, Murphy?
Way to go, Lewis.
Oh, he's not okay. His head's doing a weird little thing.
No.
She has major character model energy.
I
Recurring, yeah. You will see her again.
Girl with the camcorder.
Yep.
It's unstable! Ma'am, please, calm down. It's been a very tough evening, and I assure you that everyone wants to be back home with their families. Though for some of us, the night has just begun.
It's like the lighting is doing a lot of work on, like, not subpar, but like more simple character models.
Yeah, it's good to say this game has the feeling of like they want it to be fast and smooth and readable, right?
Right.
And so it has like old school video game vibes. The lighting is good, but it's all like simplified a bit to probably partly to make it less labor
That was
intensive.
just digital
but
zoom.
also
The logo was very good, yeah.
I can pay my bail now. Cash? No problem. Do you take singles?
Get back in line.
Good job.
Robocop looking a little
I think you're forgetting
not great
someone.
there.
Officer Lewis, you were remarkable.
Soot ran off with his tail between his legs.
Would have been nice if we caught him, though.
All right, all right. Are you done
Wow.
with the circle jerk, huh? Good. We've got a problem.
The malfunction caught on camera provokes a question. Can we put our safety into the hands of a machine, especially one as unreliable as Robocop? We asked Max Becker, the head of security concepts at OCP.
Now quiet.
camcorder lady's just working for OCP.
We all saw it hesitate in a life and death situation. Why? Does it really know right from wrong?
Listen.
Does it?
I would trust this guy with my kids. I mean, if I had it. This was just an isolated glitch. Thank you.
Mr. Becker, I've got more questions.
I just want to snap her little neck. But she's got a point. This was not an isolated incident. It's a pattern. A pattern that the old man wants examined and
He just needs to bank a few levels and move up his progression tree.
Time to see what's hiding.
If we could just find some more stolen wallets, we could fix all this, Rob. We can fix him. We can fix him.
Worries us.
Push me, and you might just find out. You, follow me.
Everyone is dismissed. And Lewis.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, cue the
Quest
track.
log.
TV station is on the double.
On it, Sarge.
He kind of ran away from you pretty fast. Couldn't wait.
Yeah.
You don't need that anymore. This is not a place for Robocop.
God damn it, when will this be fixed?
Don't hold your breath. OCP isn't looking to spend a dime on our equipment.
Robocop can fix it.
Lock and load.
Yeah.
Seems to be the problem.
Let me open it.
Won't open. Can you try?
Are there multiple options? Okay, just open the locker. Okay.
Wait, what is all this shit doing in my locker?
Ah!
Got him!
What? Oh my god.
I love that's a quest though.
Yeah, that's very funny. Did that get you anything? Did that gain you XP or something?
Gained you a life
I'm
lesson.
almost it.
In horsing around, Cado.
Yeah, Robocop has to reclaim his humanity by getting in on goofs.
What are Robocop's favorite memes?
There's my favorite walking, talking law enforcement machine.
Okay, let's get on with it.
I like the little crack on your visor
Yeah.
there being.
Is this how the TV should look? Or is
Maybe
this a
that's
glitch?
something with you. Maybe you're seeing glitches.
True.
Why don't you take a seat for me?
Yeah, that looks like a. It's not supposed to do that.
That's a nasty scar.
These are great haircuts and eyewear in this game.
You do not. Trust me.
Don't mind me. I'll just get this off.
So, here's the deal, Robo. The old man is not happy with your performance. Instead of sending you to the scrapyard as I suggested, he wants to fix you.
Oh, that's not even the worst thing with this guy,
Sure know how to
lady.
make an impression on the ladies.
Doesn't it hurt him?
Hurt? Lady, he's a machine. He's legally dead. We can do whatever we want with him.
No, madam. It does not hurt me physically.
So we're going to equip you with a little monitoring chip. It will do a real-time check of your systems so we can get to the bottom of what the hell is wrong with you. From now on, your performance will be monitored and graded. So better be on your best behavior. Huh?
Is this a way of gamifying RoboCop by like incorporating it into the story?
Let's see what we have here.
That's just a transistor.
Oh, that's so good. That's great. That's great.
Oh, you found some TV station secrets. Oh,
Wait. What do you mean? I collected so much crime evidence.
They must be different than stolen
bullshit.
wallets. Like it's something related to the.
you gotta go back. We gotta go for the A rank. What did you do wrong?
Emirate E. Weird that they know about the secrets. All right, what do we got here? What's going on? Engineering.
Combat.
What does engineering do?
Stuns nearby enemies. Ooh.
Oh, dash! Dash!
More
Focus,
slow motion.
slow motion. Scanning. Ooh.
Oh.
Ricochet.
Oh.
How many points do you have? 3?
Yeah.
Is that what's in the corner? You could get that ricochet.
So if I were playing this for real, I'd probably do detection because that'll give you more stuff and it'll turn into more XP.
Well, yeah, you're going to get more XP grind, or you can grind early, but by investing in that.
Oh, interesting. This is his charisma.
There are... Oh my god.
Doubles earned public trust points? Doubles earned public
Fucking
trust
good.
points?
Oh, you can just walk up the fuse boxes. Oh, poor Murphy. Oh, Murphy, this is brutal.
I simply would not put any points into combat or armor, and would just put it into all these other things.
Yeah. The ricochet. Then you click on the one you want and activate, right? That's gonna cost you 2.
Yeah, it's not just gonna let me buy this.
No. See, it only says activate when you're on
it's
one.
buy.
So you can
It's buy up to. Okay.
Yeah. So you get 2, and then you still have 1 left. Where you gonna?
Damn. I just want to point out I'm currently
Yeah.
filling out the form to request a review code for this game. I dug up an email, and I'm currently filling it out.
Great question. If you max psychology, does Robocop become the ultimate de-escalator? I want more slow-mo. Oh, fuck it. Well,
Well, I can already see some
dead or alive, you're calming with me.
We'll have to keep an eye on it. Other than that, everything seems to be installed correctly. To be sure, let's make a simple test to check that all circuits are in order. What are your prime directives?
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Okay, nothing disturbed. However, like with any new upgrade, I recommend visiting the range to check if you need calibration.
Is that everything?
Actually, no. Doctor?
Oh, yes, sorry. My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. I'm a police psychologist. I specialize in dealing with police officers suffering from emotional trauma.
Emotional trauma? Might as well talk to the microwave. It hasn't been working properly either.
Jesus Christ.
This guy rules. I love him.
Evaluation. I noticed that a great deal of care has been put into making sure that your mechanical components work. However, one aspect of your composition that has been severely neglected is your human side, your brain.
I agree. If it was up to me, I'd remove it altogether. What do you think, Doctor? Would save us a lot of hassle.
I don't mind the hassle. So what do you say, officer? Is that possibly something that could be of interest to you?
Give me.
I am not sure.
His face is so detailed.
Yeah.
Robo, Reed wants everyone in the briefing room in 5. It's about the new guy.
Excuse me, Dr. Blanche, but I am needed elsewhere.
Oh, people are noticing. So the character model with only half his face has luscious lips, and then when they remove the little dome, his lips are less tender.
Well, can't say we didn't.
I mean, it makes sense that those are 2 character models, right? Like, because he'd be putting more detail into the bottom half.
We need like an artist on the game just to like come in. Like, turns out they're identical. It's just it's totally a perception issue,
right?
For what happens when the mask is on,
right? it just seems more like they may take up more space when there's something cropping it in.
Wait, so objectives. Oh, all right. Only shooting range time.
Man, I tell you, it was crazy in that TV station. Good job you had Murphy in with you. You bet. Without him, we'd all be goners.
Yep, that's what cops in Detroit sound like. Oh, I gotta go downstairs.
Robo-Pig! Why do you have to spoil our fun all the time? You metal freak!
Have you been given your phone call as the law requires?
Murphy, I heard you're scheduled for calibration. Step right up and press the button when you're ready. 50 points is what OCP
Hey Swanson, this game feels like it fell out of a portal from 2009. I think that's part of the appeal, is that it has strong licensed game energy from a different era of video games. Like, they just don't make games like this anymore. And even when they did make games as tie-ins like this, they were rarely very thoughtful, right? Like, there was those like exceptions to the rule, like where I know like people quite liked like the action games that EA made for Lord of the Rings. Like a couple of those were pretty decent. Like were a couple of okay Harry Potter games, but like that was like just very rare that stuff like that happened.
You only needed 50 points.
How long is this
like,
going on for?
Where there's that like case that proved like cops don't have to have IQ. You can legally prohibit cops from having IQs that are too high. It's like that, but for shooting ranges.
Shooting ranges.
We don't want anyone who's too good. No.
I'll let the eggheads know that you're good to go. See you in the briefing room.
But I didn't get to try my ricochet.
I think you're probably going back to the actual station.
Hi, Murphy.
Yeah, I just got turned around. Now I'm in the IT room.
Any
no
criminal
crimes.
propaganda, no crimes for you to pick up? I mean, that just seems, well, that's a political statement in and of itself. Robocop Rogue City.
I just can't do it. There is no way.
Stinky situation?
Murphy, would you give me a hand?
Yeah. Or did it say sticky situation? Did I read that as stinky?
Guts, but
Nope.
puke is a no-go for me. Oh, be a sport and move his ass to the drunk tank for me. You've got your special gloves and extra protection, so you shouldn't mind. Just take him downstairs. I owe you one, Murphy. Oh no, the smell is following you. I'm gonna be sick.
I don't remember getting on a roller coaster.
Video game drunks, man. It's been a while since I've seen anyone like you.
Look who's back home. Just toss him in one of the empty cells.
I can't literally toss him.
Finally. Home.
sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
That is so sweet.
Oh, that's very funny.
I love you, Murphy.
Murphy, could you please help me out here?
Hey, Murph.
Yes.
Fix everything.
Bet your ass I can.
Wow, it's so weird to already know what Rob's game of the year is going to be. It's so early. Alan Wake 2 is not even out yet.
And I have my hands full. There are so many complaints filing in that I can't keep up. It's getting crazy in here. Could you open up another line and help me?
I am here to serve the public trust.
Take the spot on the podium. You're a lifesaver, Robo.
Oh, it's that.
This line is open. Please form an orderly queue.
Is this going to be like
Game
a
of the
mission?
fucking year.
Dude, this is how you're going to get missions to do in the world.
I think it's because they're jealous of my new dog. They get so worked up every time I take him for a walk.
What is his name?
He has a beautiful red coat, so I call him Fire. He likes to hide, so sometimes I have to yell, "Fire! Fire!" to find him. Anyway, can you do something about my neighbors?
Excuse me.
All right, what are we doing here?
Give you a warning. You know, this...
But I will let you off with a warning.
That's fine. I don't mind paying the price for having the cutest dog in all the world.
Next, please.
I got something for you, officer. I know
This guy looks like a nuke user.
wanted criminal. That poster over there says there's a reward for that information, and I want it.
I want details.
Are you blind? I'm the guy from that poster, so here I am.
This.
Now,
Amazing.
Hell yes.
I'll have to detain you.
fine, but I still get the reward, right?
Oh.
What are we doing here?
Come on, who's your RoboCop, Rob? You got to role play.
No. Take him away.
So what are these things? Like, you upheld the law. Like, are those filling into something?
They must be.
How old is he?
He's 24, but he's never been gone for so long without letting me know.
How long has it been?
Strong Yakuza energy.
We do not consider an adult missing within 72 hours.
Oh, please, I'm begging you. Something's not right. You really need to find him.
Mm-hmm. Let's go find him.
Name and address.
George Elkins.
You served the public
7706
trust.
Orchard Avenue.
Let me check.
So
So
this
is the
one,
public trust
You're not going to
maybe
show
not
him
exactly
typing.
following the law?
2 hours ago.
Oh no.
Robo?
Oh my God.
Robo?
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
Yeah, there seemed to be two tracks. It was public trust and upheld the law. So sometimes
Like, public
it's like,
trust is like doing the right thing, and then upheld the law.
Oh
is
my
like by
god,
the
y'all.
book.
Bring your daughter to work day is canceled due to last year's events.
What happened last year?
oh, wait, can is there like in the menu? Is there any? Is there a bar somewhere that says?
Yeah, Rob, can you look to see if this public trust stuff is feeding into any UI?
What's Auto
elements?
9?
That has to be another upgrade tree.
Yeah. Tutorials?
Don't see nothing.
No,
No.
there's nothing in there. Interesting.
Maybe it's a hidden morality system.
Right. Yeah.
You just have to keep replaying it to figure out like who your RoboCop is and what else is possible.
Auto 9 is the gun, I think. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
So, what's on today's agenda?
The agenda is that you sit your ass down and listen.
This is how I start every remap meeting.
It's no secret that crime has been on the rise ever since what the media has named the new guy in town.
We're sticking with the new guy in town, huh?
The word on the street is that he wants to spend a lot of money in old Detroit, and that has made every gang in the city start advertising their services. We need to find him before things get out of control.
Where do we look?
Our best bet is to see if he made contact with the torch heads. Robo, I want you to start by checking the arcade downtown. It's become a high-activity area for punks.
Ooh, an arcade. That is some classic shit.
Else, keep your eyes open. Any questions?
Any word on Briggs?
What happened to Briggs?
He's been missing since yesterday.
Shit.
Officer Briggs remains missing. That's over 24 hours since he's been in contact with anyone here.
Are the two cases connected?
No reason to assume so. But if anyone finds Briggs' informant, we might learn something new. All right, now get out there.
You go ahead, partner. I need to write this report, and there's something else I need to do first.
It's the only way out through the fucking floor. I gotta go down the stairs again. You'd think there'd be front doors to this place. Oh, no, we're taking the cruiser out.
Cruiser's ready for you, Robo. Go get him.
Officer Sexy Cop reporting for duty.
You can't get in that car. You're too heavy.
Watch me try.
It'd be great if there was a cutscene of him just like ripping the roof off.
Yeah.
Cyber Girl offers a dreamboat out on patrol.
CT Dryan, I smell a car workshop for an upgrade system. That did feel like a room that's gonna improve. Although, how do you improve on that cop?
Well, maybe by kissing him later. Can we get?
Yeah.
Can Murphy find love?
You came to clean up this city, didn't you? It'd be easier to burn it all to the ground. Believe me, just burn it all.
Cat. Oh, is there a
Can't pet
crouch
that cat.
button?
They're gonna have to fix
Yeah.
that. They're gonna
Crouch?
have to fix that. They're gonna have to fix that. You want this game to review well? Come on.
Maybe late.
Don't worry about it. He's gone. No,
Oh.
he's back.
Oh no. Oh. Uh-huh. I gotta be honest, I find that charming.
Hey,
Also, that water
good
looks pretty good.
reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Fucking A.
Wow.
Yes.
Power of ray tracing. Excuse me.
All right, nothing interesting over here.
I do like that they gave him a little hustle, but it's still very
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna have the game be this big,
Right.
you gotta let the player scoop.
But it still doesn't even feel like true running. He's just like speed walking.
Niece's car has been stolen. Find it. This goes to the top of your priority list. You can start by asking about it at some of the local garages. For the record, it's a blue SUX 6000, registered to Melissa Kuzak.
Hey, I might be a little late filing my tax return, but
but sending a one-man army seems like an overreaction.
I am here to investigate the theft of a blue SUX 6000 that belongs to Melissa Kuzak.
Fancy car and fancy name. I hardly ever get the pleasure of dealing with either.
That sucks.
Do you have any information about the whereabouts of this vehicle?
To be honest, I did some work on one of those cars recently, but I can assure you that it was not the one you're looking for.
Do I have your permission to search the shop?
I know what the world's like, but can a man go about his business without being harassed all the damn time?
Oh my god. Oh my god, these
I can
choices.
come back with a warrant, but then I will not be knocking.
You think that's going to scare me? This is Detroit, for God's sake.
Yeah, good for you, Ben.
You threaten me nearly every day.
I do not try.
You know what? If you really think you'll find evidence of that SUX ever being here, then be my guest.
Scan for evidence.
I have to bounce to go do parent things. Do you and Cado want to keep playing to finish out this quest?
I need to bounce to go get the dog from daycare.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here's what I think we've learned. We want to play more of this Robocop game. Deduction level 2 needed. Oh my god.
Oh man, my Robocop's a dummy.
You can read it, but like you can't pull information from it.
That is incredible.
Open the chest. Oh, this Robocop sucks. You
gotta level up your deduction.
Wow. Well, it lines up with what I've heard from other people, that this game seems surprisingly interesting for what you would expect from a game called Robocop Rogue City, which sounds like something that came out for the PS2 and you watched a long play of on YouTube because it was late and you didn't want to start something more serious, and then that's all it amounts to. But this actually seems like maybe they're doing something kind of interesting. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I know a couple folks have mentioned hey, this is part of Steam Next Fest. Are y'all going to do a Next Fest stream? We will try and do one on Friday. I suppose, Cado, worst case scenario, we could download a bunch of demos and then do it next week. And so we wouldn't be able to promote, hey, go check these games out and get it yourself. But
sometimes they're those weird ones.
Sometimes they do time. Yeah, you're right. If we have time, if people have picked up on reading the newsletters and things like that, we are building towards revealing some cool stuff that we've been working on the last couple of weeks, and that is going to come to a head early next week. So we will endeavor to do a Steam Next Fest demo stream on Friday. I just can't promise it because ultimately we need to, dot some I's, cross some T's on some other cool stuff that we want to share with you very, very soon. So we'll see one way or the other, but this has been a lot of fun. What else we got going on? Is Sports live, Rob? Is that out for the people?
Went up last night.
Sports is out on the basic tier, the foundation tier, and will arrive on the normal feed in a couple of days. We're recording Remap Radio with another special guest tomorrow. So look forward to that. And then Friday will either be a little bit quiet or we will have a stream of Steam Next Fest stuff. But regardless, next week will have a lot of cool stuff, I promise, for us to talk about and for us to stream. So stay tuned for all that. And you can support everything we do over at remapradio.com. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you real soon.